I'm Jacob from Metal 4, sitting here with Mikael Stanne from TRANQUILLITY.
That's correct, sir.
How are you?
I feel pretty good. This is beautiful. It's cool to come back to a festival. This is the third time we're here, I think. It just gets better. So all good. We finally arrived. It's been like a week of constant traveling or more, but now we're here, so it feels good. Now we can relax and just cool down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Nice. Yeah, it's not just the 20th anniversary of ROCKHARZ, also for TRANQUILLITY.
Well, yeah, a little bit more than that even, but it's true.
Yeah, and it's the 10th album.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be in business for such a long time?
I don't know. I mean, to me, it's the most natural thing in the world. So I don't really think about it. Sometimes you go like, holy shit, yeah, it's been more than 20 years. That's weird. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but I don't know anything else, you know. And I think since we started when we were pretty young, you know, we were 14, something like that, when we started the band, it just became this integral part of our lives immediately. You know, it became like the most important thing that we did, and everything else just kind of disappeared in our lives. You know, like screw school and work and everything like that. Just focus on music. So this is what I've always been doing. I never really get tired of it. You know.
Do you still listen to the old songs from Skydancer and so on?
Rarely, but yeah, I guess I do. It's not like I look forward to coming home and listen to our old albums, but you know, I mean, it's sure, and it's weird because you try to get into the kind of the mindset that you were when we wrote those songs and when we recorded it, and it kind of kickstarts some of the memories, you know, from that period, which is really interesting and fun. So sometimes it's cool to kind of just reminisce and just go like, oh, what the fuck were we thinking? Like, what the hell? What went on in our minds when we did this? Like, this is crazy, you know?
The new album, Construct.
Yes.
What's the message behind the new album? Can you explain the title?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a message, but the title refers to something that is man-made but doesn't exist. You know, something that we invent in our minds, so as a safety mechanism, you know. It's not about creativity, it's about a defense mechanism that instead of realizing truth and reason and things that actually make sense, you make up something else because it's more interesting, you know. And everything that's pseudo-scientific and mumbo jumbo and fantasy is just that. It's like something that you make up because you cannot explain it in any other way, even though there is an explanation, your mind perhaps cannot grasp it fully, or you're not interested. And that's of course how religions come to happen, you know, and come to existence. And the album has a couple of songs that kind of deal with this will or this kind of natural instinct to invent stuff rather than actually investigate and get to the bottom and get to the heart of what's really going on, you know.
And you've done a video clip for Uniformity.
Yeah.
Why you've chosen that song, and are there plans for another video?
Well, we figured we wanted something like a total hit song, you know, something that works so perfectly on radio, so we chose a 6-minute song with a drum solo, you know. Like, I don't know, we really liked how the song came out, and we're like, fuck it, let's make a video out of that song because it's the most different song on the album. It's a doom song that has a drum solo. Fuck it, let's do it, you know. But I think we're gonna do more videos. But I think Mikael would do the next, perhaps. We have talked about it. Perhaps we will do something animated or something like that. Who knows? But no like concrete plans for that right now. We'll see.
But you never did a video clip with a story or actors. Why is that so?
Because it almost never works.
On the new album Construct, the focus lies more on the keyboard than before. Why is that so?
I think the way we wrote the songs was very different this time around. We wrote it in the studio. The songs are more open to kind of other sounds. There's a simplicity to it that kind of lends itself to more kind of experimental stuff with keyboards and vocals and stuff like that, and also drums. So it was since we wrote in the studio for the first time in our career, we started kind of, then you could actually notice, like, oh, well, Martin, if he does this, then we can listen to it, instead of being in a noisy rehearsal room and everybody's trying to kind of outdo each other and stuff like that. You don't really get to hear that. But writing in a studio was such a different experience that we could kind of focus on other things that we normally don't hear, you know, and we don't listen to when we write in a rehearsal room. Or
did anything change in the work process for the new album?
Yeah, pretty much everything, you know, because because normally it takes a year of us just meeting a couple of times a week in the rehearsal room, just sitting around working on material and playing it. But this time we just went every day to the studio, and first just 3 of us, and then we started kind of incorporating other moves, and then just writing, like, you know, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, yes, let's do it, and then see if it works, like more organized, like almost like a real job. It's weird, and a lot of discipline, and for me that made the album way more focused, you know. And so we never rehearsed a single time before we recorded the album, you know, which is also very weird for us.
Yeah, and your career as a singer started with Hammerfall and then Flames.
Yeah.
Do you still check these bands out?
Yeah, of course.
And what do you think about the newer Flames album?
It's really good. I think it's one of the best in recent years. I really, really like it.
Yeah, thanks a lot for your time.
Hey, all right. My pleasure.
Looking forward for your show.
So do I. Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye-bye.